I'm Demetrius Andre. This is Vitalize, mental and physical performance. When I take this, I feel focused, I feel ready, and my body is willing to do whatever it takes to become number one.
And do you think this fight is any different than what it would have been if Spence didn't have that accident?
I think I'm on record of saying that Errol Spence coming out of the Olympics and Marcus Brown coming out, I thought those two guys were going to be the best of the crop of that season. And Errol Spence has proven that he is an exceptional fighter. I don't know how the accident is going to affect him mentally. Physically, he's still an exceptional athlete, and I think he's a very good fighter. And I think that Danny's a very good fighter. He's given a lot of guys some tough times, but I don't think he's on the level that Errol used to be on. I don't know if that same Errol is going to be there on Saturday night.
So break it down. Like, what do you expect from the fight? Like, how do you see it playing out?
I see Errol being too big and too strong. I see Errol being just like Terence last week or the week before proved that there's levels in this game, and those two guys are on a different level. Danny is topped out. He's put up a very good fight with a lot of very, very good fighters, but he's just not at their level. He's one notch below.
Boom, boom. What do you make of this Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia fight? Break it down for me.
Well, first of all, if Errol didn't get in an accident and Errol's fight regularly like he was, that's still a real fight. I mean, it's a terrific fight. See, Danny's a dog in this fight, and rightfully so, but he's a live dog. I like Danny Garcia a lot. I want, just getting to know him a little bit, but he's slick, man. He counters, can punch with that left hook, terrific right hand. He's slicker than you think. He draws you, he sets traps for you, he draws you into these traps and counters you. That left hook he has is the punch you use against the southpaw. That's the punch, not the right hand. It's the southpaw. It's the left hook. Comes from the blind side. And then he's got a sneaky left hook. And Errol gets careless and trying to overrush and try to think he's going to walk through Danny. He's going to walk into something. So, but I admire Errol for not having to fight, coming off of such a bad accident when nobody knew what the hell was going to happen to him. He's taken one of the toughest guys in the division, one of the top 5.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous stepping in there and trying to exchange with Danny, because Danny has a devastating left hook. If he lands it, he can hurt you. So Errol needs to be very aware that left hook can come anytime. So he needs to maintain him at distance and start picking him with a jab, keep him at distance, and make sure that doesn't let Danny sit, because Danny sits on that left hook, and when he swings with bad intentions. So for that reason, Errol Spence needs to be moving. He needs to be moving, picking him outside, start hitting him outside. If he decides to go forward, then that's a good sign that he's in control, he's in full control, and he already figured out that Danny won't hurt him. But I doubt it.
And being a southpaw, that punch is the punch that lands a lot against southpaws. Is that left hook?
Yes, sir. I mean, being a southpaw, that straight right hand left hook, and then Danny just sees that jab coming and he'll just throw that left hook with bad intentions. But I mean, I don't think Errol Spence has never been down. But like I said, he's a physically strong fighter, never been down. I think he's a bigger man that night, and he can handle it. He's smart too. He knows that left hook is Danny's trademark punch. So I'm pretty sure he's working on it.
Who I got out of the Spence and Danny fight, I actually got Spence. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't know. It's like more of a, I don't know, man. It's gonna be good because I know Danny personally, and I didn't seen him since we was little kids, and he always rose to the occasion each and every time. So it's hard to bet against him. That's why I say it's a 50-50 fight. It was a 40-60 in Spence's favor, but the more and more I think with my head and just think back to the Danny Garcia that I know, when he motivated and when he feel like his back against the wall and got something to prove, he always rose to the occasion. dating back to all the way when he was going overseas and down 10 points coming back to win. Like, Danny always was that type of person that never gave up, no matter, any circumstances. So, it's hard to just say that Errol gonna come through and bulldoze and walk through him, but at the same time, we've seen a different side of Errol that we ain't been seeing since before he was champion, and that's the hunger and the grit and the grind that he been putting in the gym to get back to the normal Errol Spence. So it should be a good fight. I'm excited to see it. May both of them, lead the ring healthy, and neither one of them get any serious injuries, and may the best man win.
I think that's a good fight. It's a very good fight. Both fighters very talented. They're both champions. I mean, one of them is the WC champion. The other one, Danny Garcia has just lost his title, but I think that he is world champion caliber, as you all know. I think that it's going to be an entertaining fight. I think that the fans are going to win, and I think that it ends by knockout. But I just don't know the winner. It's a tough fight. I think it's going to be all action all the way through. Then again, there's going to be moments where it's going to be a chess match. I'm sorry, it's not going to be all action. It's going to be a chess match that anything can happen in any given round. And I think that's what people want to see. They want to see, fighters who end up going for the knockout. And I think these guys are going to end up, winning by KO. I just don't know which one. It could either be Spence or it could either be Garcia.
I think that's going to be a very, it's very interesting, and it's going to answer a lot of questions. One of the biggest questions that people have, including myself, is if Errol Spence is 100% after his accident a year ago. If he is 100%, then I think Errol will win the fight. I think he will beat Danny by decision, but I think it'll be a good fight. Danny's no pushover either. Danny's a world-class fighter, so I expect it to be a good fight. But I think everybody wants to see how Errol is, after the accident and a year layoff.
If Errol Spence come back the same after the accident, because I don't know how he's gonna perform after a big accident like that. But if he's the same, I got Errol winning that fight. I think he's just too strong for Danny Garcia. And Danny Garcia is strong, but I just think he's too stronger than him.
I know you've done interviews on how do you feel the fight will go, but what's the most crucial thing you feel that both fighter has to do in that fight?
I think the most crucial thing that Errol Spence has to do is touch Danny. I think if he touches Danny and Danny feels his power, I think Danny's gonna understand that, hey, Errol Spence is in the ring tonight. And I think for Danny, I think Danny's gotta he can't allow Errol Spence to get comfortable. He can't allow Errol Spence to find any type of rhythm. Keep him off balance and use that counter punching ability that Danny Garcia has. I think if he's able to counter Errol Spence, Errol won't get comfortable. And I think that for me, that's a big part of my game is not allowing the fighter to be comfortable. So Errol's got to touch him, let Danny know that, hey, this is the real Spence. And Danny's got to work on those counters and make those counters effective. Make them count.
You fought both guys. Who's the bigger puncher?
Probably Errol Spence.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
By like a big difference?
Really I don't know. You have to take a punch from either.
No, I don't want to take a punch from those guys.
Errol should still win. Before the accident, I think that, no doubt in my mind that he would have won. But, you really can't ignore Danny Garcia's power. He has a lot of power. He's probably the strongest welterweight, strongest, hardest hitting welterweight, whatever you want to say. And you just can't ignore that, one punch can change the tide, and he's been known to do that in a lot of fights. And, as the only thing that I can really say for sure is that it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, me and Errol 2021, baby, come on. There's a near future. Must do. Things to do, must do. Let that boy handle his business coming up. He got to not get caught by them no-look hooks by Danny boy. He took too many punches from Shawn Porter. He better not take punches from Danny. Them not the same fighters. You see, I was not on the ropes with Danny. I let Shawn hit me. I ain't let Danny hit me. Them Philadelphia bricks coming at you. Shoot, what I got in mind? Shoot, I just want the best fight possible, man. I just want a nice challenger. Shoot, y'all know I'm salty. It ain't just the sweat on my face. Y'all know I'm salty. You know I want that Pac rematch, but it don't matter. You know, what I get is what I get, baby. You know what I mean? I'm forever blessed.
What exactly is going to happen on fight night?
He said, what's going to happen on December 5th?
He's knocking him the fuck out. Then he's knocking him out in 7.
It's 7 rounds. 7 rounds.
He's going to get what he deserved. He's a good dude, don't get me wrong. I don't hate him or nothing like that. But this is a business. We got to do what we got to do. And you got to come out victorious. We got to do what we got to do. Listen, we got to do what we got to do. We got to feed our family, brother. There's a crew business. It's a crew business. So,
there
7
you go.
rounds, Danny. 7 rounds. You going to get
Lucky
it in 7 rounds?
We're going to go in there and go for that. Yes, we are.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm excited now. I'm really excited. That's you're coming. He's coming. It's going to be a good fight. Danny, man, it was good catching up with you. I'll see you next week in Texas. Thank you so much.
Cool.
I appreciate it.
For sure. Talk to you later. Enjoy your day.
You too.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.